Hi everybody, good morning. It's Victoria from Ask the Angels. Happy Monday, happy 22nd of June. How are you all feeling following on from the amazing summer solstice? Such a shame about the weather that you weren't able to see the sunrise and the sunset with the live footage that we had by Heritage over Stonehenge. But all the same, an amazing new moon eclipse yesterday, and I attended a fantastic masterclass workshop with Yasmin Boland. It was incredible. So set some intentions, did some wishes around the new moon, and we talked a lot about new moon and intentions and releasing, letting go and trusting in the universe. And I felt drawn this morning to pulling cards from Yasmin's deck, Moonology. And I wanted to do her new moon spread this morning. And the cards that have come are really interesting. They resonate a lot with me personally. So I just wanted to share with you what the cards were and hope it helps and supports you. So this first card here that's come, this is what's rising up in me. And this is the full moon in Gemini. And it says the answers you need are coming. So it's asking you to trust, really. It's asking you to be mindful of speaking your truth, but also be mindful of the words that you're using and the conversations that you have with people. It asks you perhaps maybe, particularly as we've got Mercury in retrograde, which is the planet of communication, and things can get misconstrued and they can get miscommunicated and people can misunderstand. It's asking you to remember that your words have consequences and impact for the listener and obviously who you're sharing them to. So it's saying now is a time to use indiscretion, still to speak your truth, but be mindful of the words that you're using and the things that you need to say. It's saying you are near resolution with things that you have been working on, and maybe there's a few conversations that you still need to have with people to talk about things like that. It says if you're in the middle of an argument, is what Yasmin talks about. Be mindful of your words, that your words have enormous power, and really be thoughtful about what comes out of your mouth before you say it. She shares about you create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. So there's perhaps also a little reminder about the words that you use and the thoughts that you have, and making sure that they are on that positive vibration where you're setting those positive intentions. And so therefore that's what we manifest, isn't it? So we aren't worrying or thinking obsessively or stressing about things, because acknowledge those, but then move on and look at the positivity and use the positive. So the teaching from this is about it says any job applications that you've made will have a good outcome. It says talk and more talk. And so this is the real communicative sign of Gemini, and it talks about the importance of that. And the answers that you need are coming, and that's perhaps through you needing to do more research, talk to more people about things, find out about certain things. But it is maybe you've thought about doing study. And it says it's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. The answers you need are coming is a reminder of it, okay? It's a reminder of how you voice that and the way that you go about it, but it's affirmation. The card is confirming that the answers that you need in order for you to make decisions and to move forward perhaps with some certain things are coming. The second card is the main message for the new moon, and this is the new moon in Scorpio, and it says work through your fears. So this is really interesting because when we think about the lunar eclipse and about transmuting, transforming, and also all the other planets that we've got going on, because there's so much emotion going on at the minute, and even with the summer solstice is all about rebirth, releasing, kind of re-energizing, reigniting. This is saying work through your fears, because things are going to be transmuted, released, changed. So there's going to be lots of change going on. This card is almost like suggestive of the phoenix. So it's about rebirth, the card. It says think about birth, death and rebirth. That's the kind of phrase around this card. It says whatever you've been going through, new things lie ahead. So it's saying keep trudging, keep trusting. Although you might be fearful, keep moving forward, keep putting one foot in front of another. You might have to go deep inside your mind, body and your soul in order to identify some of those things to support you with moving forward with your fears and your anxieties and things about moving forward, perhaps about self as well. There's a lot of self-reflection. It talks about stopping with obsessive thoughts, with jealousy, with worrying about other people, worrying about what other people think. There might be a tendency for paranoia, for worry about what people are talking about. This is saying just keep moving forward. Don't worry about that. Trust that there's this kind of energy work maybe that's a little bit dark and a little bit of a road that you need to go through. Work through it, because it suggests that ultimately we're going to move into a lighter period, and it's about a change and a transformation for you. It's about a rebirth and a change. So that's exciting, isn't it? Given all challenges and energies that are going on at the minute. And then the third card is the final outcome. And this is the new moon in Taurus. It talks about prosperity lying ahead. So beautiful affirmation that all is well. And it might not necessarily mean financial prosperity. It might be that you get that job, or it might be that you have the support, or the house comes, or you get an answer about something. It can be about money, but the truth is that it can just be more about you feeling more prosperous as you as an individual. It is a good time to work on a 12-month financial plan. If you get this card, is what Yasmin talks about. It might be the start of a new relationship. Or of moving into a kind of rejuvenation, if you like, of your existing relationship. It says not giving up. So with this working through the fear, keep moving forward, because ultimately you're guaranteed success. It can also be talking about, although prosperity, it can be about perhaps maybe if there's been some self-doubt, if you're worrying about yourself, self-worth, it can suggest that you need to work on that. And ultimately it talks again about it coming down to the law of attraction, which is what manifesting is all about, isn't it? So I will just recap on the cards. So the first one is the answers you need are coming. Wonderful. This one is about working through those fears. And then this one is guaranteeing about prosperity ahead and about self-worth and trusting in yourself. So that's your reading for the new moon. Still in the energies of the new moon, if you want to do some wishing and setting some intentions, do some releasing of some stuff that doesn't serve, if that helps you before, and then set some positive intentions. And I wish you an amazing week ahead. Beautiful weather forecast this week. I was meant to get married on this Thursday, but not meant to be. It's meant to be next year, and that's as much as I'm sad about it, I'm just trusting in the ebb and flow of the universe. So wish you an amazing week ahead. I'm Victoria with Ask the Angels, sending you lots of love. Bye.